Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Minecraft. Hope you guys are all having a great day. I'm doing fantastic. I just woke up ready to record, so we haven't been over to the dock area in quite a while. And I got to thinking, like, what should I do with this? Because I almost tore it down. Like, it's been a while since we messed with anything up here. But then I had a great idea. This is a dock area, right? What are most of the time at a dock, what's there? Typically there's tons of stores, right? Like lots of people trying to sell fish, the fishies, all the good stuff from the oceans, and all of that cool jazz. And so I thought maybe we might put some shop fronts in this place today. It should be pretty fun, I think. There's only a couple things we really need to do to fix this area. First off, let's sleep. Let me get some sleeps. Okay. So like I was saying, I think we just need to remove a wall or two. Like, for example, like this right here needs to be gone, and then this, I will peel this one back. So I'm going for like... man, I wish I could remember where I saw it. I have this picture in my head of like a bunch of shops, and it's in like a movie or something. I had a picture in my head of like a bunch of shops together in a row, and I feel like it was almost like The Grinch Stole Christmas or something like that, like something really fantasy like. But I cannot remember for the life of me, so I'm gonna peel all that back. And then I'm just gonna generally try to make these faces just a little bit bigger, because once we start building, when we start building today, we're gonna do a mock-up to try to get the idea out of my head so I can show you guys what I mean, what I want to do. This just needs a little bit of work first. So, man, it's really bugging me that I cannot remember that movie name. But yeah, it's I don't want to say it's steampunk because I really don't think it is. To be honest with you, I just think that it's more of like well, I guess it would be considered a fantasy build, wouldn't it? It's gonna be kind of cartoonish a little bit. That's I guess the easiest way to put it. The easiest way for me to show you is to just build it. So let me work on carving this mountain up just a tiny bit. When we come back, we're gonna do a little bit of building. We're just gonna do like a mock-up though, I think. So we'll give it a shot and see what happens. Alright guys, before we get into the rest of the clip, I just want to say I apologize if you hear any background noise. There is a new neighbor moving in across the courtyard from me, and they are just being obnoxiously loud. And not only that, they have a dog, and I'm not very pleased about it, because you're not even supposed to have dogs here, so I'm not sure how they managed to pull that one off. But, enough complaining. Let's go ahead and try this feat of mine. Do I have any extra chests in here? Yeah, I want to, so the build for this is going to be, like I said, it's going to be kind of cartoonish a little bit. To the point to where we're going to be using probably the brightest color clays, bright clays, and then we'll most likely be using like something like quartz for the ceiling, so it's like colorful and white. If that makes any sense. Maybe even use some wool, I think. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I just want to try to get... here, I need to move the chest, but... I just want to try to get some different shapes put in here to see if what I can see in my head I can put into the game. That is by far the hardest thing to do. Okay, so let's grab some slabs. And when I build this right now, this is just going to be sort of like a test run more than anything. So don't take the colors and everything too seriously just yet. Let's see. So I would probably want to split... That's really close. Okay, well, if I do this, I might have to put it back. Okay. Let's go ahead and put, like there. And it actually, you know what? I really don't want to make it... like super even like that. Is that the... no, let's go like right there. So the spacing in between those doesn't exactly matter. All right, so let's run this one up the wall a little bit. And so what I'm thinking for this one is maybe we do some sort of flat roof for this, right? Like it just kind of comes over like that. And then for the other one, it'll go up and then Let me get rid of that top block. Everything, I put the half slabs on the bottom side for some reason. I'm not sure why I decided to do that. And then maybe something like that. It's kind of hard to get this image out of my head, though. How does that look? Let me see it from far away. It's okay. I think the roof is not right for the style that I want to see. Hold on. Ugh. So instead of doing it like that, let's bring it up 2 blocks maybe. And then you go here. And then what we'll do is we'll slope it down. Something like that, maybe. Let me redo that. I don't want it to be perfect, but I do want them to line up pretty well, I think. So get rid of that. And then, man, it's really hard to put the idea that I have in my head, like, onto paper. It really is. Like, I'm having trouble with it. Okay, let's see what that looks like from farther away now. That could work. That could work. Man, I wish I could just find the picture that I saw before. It would make things so much easier. Like, just so much easier. And then... now this one, since this is like a single house... this one could have like a sloped area for the roof. And then... maybe something like that. I think they might be a little bit too tall, to be honest with you. I don't know. I'm having trouble getting the idea out of my head, though. And this is definitely not what I wanted it to look like at all. Like, at all. Failure, boys! Alright, guys, so we're up at our makeshift storage area. We have got to decide on a room size. So right now, we are storing 400 items, right? 400 items is a lot of items. I'm actually thinking about cutting this number to 350. Just because I don't think we're going to have 400 items. 400 was like kind of overkill, I think. Now... if we cut that to a smaller number, it should be a little bit easier, I think. So let's just focus on thinking about one side, say like just right here, 3 tall. How long would we want to make that wall? You know, like we need to decide that. So if it's 3 tall, right? 3 times, let's say it's, you know, 35 chests down the line. That's 105 spots of storage. 35 long makes that 70 total for the chest, the wall chest. Now, to get a better idea of how long this might be, we are going to do sort of a visual representation of 70. So here's 620. Now we need to go to 550. It's pretty long actually. There's 60. It's gonna make me go like all the way down the freaking mountain. So right here is 550. That's 70 long right there. Now, do I feel like 70 is too long? Honestly, not really. I kind of feel like 70 is a good number. Because if you think about it, 70 might be kind of long if we are doing something like maybe no beacons. Right? But we're going to have a speed 2 beacon down there. With speed 2, we should be able to run that length of 70 in like 20 seconds or something, right? Like something super fast. So, mislip. There we go. So we know that we can store 105. By the way, guys, if you hear anybody in the background, there's new neighbors moving in, and they are being super fucking loud, and it's driving me insane. Like, they're being really inconsiderate. Anyways, not the point. I'll buy a paintball gun later. No. So we know that if we do 35 long, that's 105 items. Now, if we have an opposite side to that, that's another 105 items. That leaves us at 210. That means we've got to figure out some sort of storage system. Some sort of storage in either on the back end of it. Like we could either do, like, because we're going to have a long wall and the stuff will be on the outside. Then we'll have another long wall. And that's our 205 right there, or our 210 right there. So we need to find a spot to just hide basically the rest of this, right? Like, that is going to be the hard part. Now, let's see. If we have 210 minus 350, there's 140 spots left, right? We divide 140 by 3, that's like 46 long. That's like a 90 long wall. That doesn't work, right? Now, if we divide that in half and do like a big square, that could work. That would work a little bit better. So if we have 140 divided by 2, that gives us 70 divided by 3. That wall would need to be roughly 25 long. So basically what we're looking at is, we're looking at probably 50 long, and then we're probably looking at 70 long. Just like that. I know this is kind of confusing to you guys probably, but don't worry, I'm going to simplify it. And then 70. So there is sort of our base room right there. That's gonna hold, let's see, 25 times 3 is 75, so 75 items there. And then on the other side here, that's 35 times 3, that's 105. Alright, so that is gonna be sort of the total number that we'll need. So 75 plus 75 plus 105 plus 105. That's like 360 items. That should work. So that gives us a base number. Now we need to consider a couple other things. We need to consider the redstone, right? So this is what we're looking at right here. We're looking at double chests. We're not considering anything else. So we need to think about adding 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly 5 more spots onto each one, like making it wider pretty much. So this one would then, I guess that really doesn't matter if that's in the back portion of it, right? So I think this number right here will be perfectly good. And then we'll have a big area in the middle to do something else. So I think we figured that out solid. I think 50 by 70 is going to be a good number. Then we just gotta dig it out. Ugh, sounds terrible, right? So from where that beacon sits underneath the ground down there, we're gonna go, well, you will always see 3, but it'll probably be 5 to 6 high. So I'll start with 5 to 6 high, but I'll make it to where there's a floor for the chests. So that is a lot of digging. I might dig out a rough hole for that right now and just kind of let you guys see how big it is. Alright guys, I wanted to do just a little bit of digging down here, just to give you guys a sort of a visual representation of what the storage room is going to look like. So what I've dug out is the smaller side, the 50 side. Now, since we have a beacon in the very middle, it's actually going to be 51. So if we go from that wall over there to that wall over there, there'll be 51 with 1 in the middle. But, yeah, and then we dug down 35 on this side. So this is one full quadrant right here from corner to corner. That is 25. This is 35. So each one of the quadrants will be that size. So when you look at it like this, it's really a decent size. Like, it doesn't seem like it's too overpowering. I can pretty much run to any side I need to really quickly. It'll be even faster, obviously, once we have the you know, the speed beacon up and running. But until then, you know, this only needs to go 2 up and then 2 down. And it'll pretty much be dug out. It won't take that long, to be honest with you. The hard part is getting all the stupid iron that we need for like all the hoppers and things like that. So, but I woke up super late today, and I am out of time to record for this episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed what I did get done, and I hope you guys all have a fantastic day. This is iJevin.